Okay, sure. My name is Amrita Kaur Khojman. I am half Indian, half Afghan, and Indian from India, not Native American. I grew up in Afghanistan, and my dad was a diplomat. We and my mom is Indian, and so it was a biracial relationship and biracial marriage. We So that was an interesting aspect, living in Afghanistan, being a child of biracial parents, especially 30 some years ago. It wasn't as common, and so there was aspects to it that definitely contributed to great things, but also some hardship. And then war broke out, 1987. It started coming to Kabul in Afghanistan, the capital, and situations started getting worse and worse. And so we had to flee, basically overnight, and through a really rough path of different countries and different modes of transportation. We ended up in Switzerland because at the time they were taking, this is early 90s, at the time they were taking in refugees, especially from Afghanistan, because the war situation was really bad. So ended up in a refugee camp with hundreds and thousands of people from different parts of the world. And the refugee experience was very interesting because you were free and you're in this country and you're getting food and you're safe and you have a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food in your stomach, but you're not free. You're still in a, how do you say, I guess, how to word it, like you're still kind of like in an invisible prison, but you're stuck with people that don't speak your language. Nobody spoke each other's language. We didn't speak the language of the people that were hosting us. So, Swiss, we were surrounded by armed guards and police with machine guns on their backs, and this is what we were staring at all day as little kids. And we play ball around them, and they'd shoot a ball back at us and things like that just during the day. This is daily life. But daily life also consisted in kids communicating with each other without any kind of prejudice. That was the first time I had grown up with different people, people of different backgrounds and different ethnicities when I was a kid. Just my dad being a diplomat, our friends and families, and we lived near the UN base in Afghanistan, and so we had different cultures and different ethnicities that were around us. But at the refugee camp, it was interesting because nobody spoke the language of each other, and kids are colorblind. Children are not born to be racist. Children are not born to see color. Children are not born to judge others by something other than what is visibly to them and what intrinsically comes out of them, unless they are taught that. And so the easiest way to teach kids about cultures and different ethnicities is to expose them exactly to that. Different ethnic backgrounds have their own journeys that they've made as countries, as people. Don't teach them that. I personally think, don't teach them that when they're kids. Expose them to people, different people, different parts of the world. Show them, take a globe, put it in front of a kid, teach them the geography first. The love for cultures will come. It's natural. We're human beings. We are natural, curious creatures. We are. And we love stories. We are natural storytellers and we are natural story listeners. And so I think exposing them to stories, exposing them to people's tangible stories. I think diversity and cultural diversity needs to be represented in the forms of different types of people, different races, different cultures, different traditions in aspects of leadership, government, school boards, in parts of education, in parts of politics, in so many different areas, so that we don't just have one voice. We have multiple voices with different experiences, different walks of lives coming together. Only then will we really truly understand and start opening up to each other.
Okay.